Hi. Good afternoon, my fellows. It's good to see all of you today. The subject of today is about the global economy. Yeah, I hope everyone is aware about what is taking place currently. We have seen the retrenchment of 18,000 employees at Dutch Bank, right? And we also saw the how the impact of lockdown has affected the economy of South Africa and the entire world. Okay, but before that, already there was a mission to collapse the global economy. I hope many of you are aware. Okay, so at the moment there's nothing that we can be sure of from this global economy. Okay, everything is collapsing, so we are aware of that. Other countries like Zimbabwe, um, Southeast Asia, there are other countries that are worse than Zimbabwe. In Europe, we can name quite a number of them, not few. Okay, so we are talking about the cryptocurrency, right? Everyone understand the cryptocurrency, what it is. Okay, on the other hand, in 2008 there was announcement about the first cryptocurrency, and then the same year that the world economy collapsed under the Lehman Brothers. Okay, if you want to know more, you can just Google the collapse of the Lehman Brothers. Okay. Now, in 2009, the first cryptocurrency was launched at the price of 0.007 cents in our currency, but in the United States it was 0.001 in dollars. Okay, so if you purchased 70 rands in our currency worth of bitcoins by then, you were going to get 1,000, if I'm not mistaken, 1,000, if not 100,000 of bitcoins. Okay, so what is the price of Bitcoin today? It's over 700,000 rands. Okay, now when you invest 1,000 rand in Bitcoin, irrespective of what is currently taking place in the global economy, but the cryptocurrency it's not affected. If it does, maybe with few cents. Okay. Now you multiply over 700,000 multiplied by 100,000 bitcoins, then you will get an answer. Okay. Now the Bitcoin, it's the Bitcoin is you can't touch it. It's digital, and you use a code to access it. Many people are asking themselves a question today, that a number of programs and multi-level metrics programs and etc., the world governments managed to shut it down, okay, or to shut them down. What about Bitcoin? How is it different from those who were shut down? Okay. Now, there is a reason, yes, because the cabals, okay, meaning those who are ruling the world, you can say the cabals or the secret society or the Illuminati. You'll see which one suits you better. Okay, they could not break the code in Bitcoin to this day, and now this will be the 14th year. They're still trying, but they could not. Now there is a familiar name that is being used under Bitcoin, that it was created by Satoshi Nakamoto. It was not created by Satoshi Nakamoto. Satoshi Nakamoto is just a name that was used. The Bitcoin creator is unknown. Okay. So here I'm breaking the difference between the fiat currency and the digital currency. Digital currency, you can only access it through the internet because you can't touch it, and you can exchange it to fiat currency based on the country that you are in. If you are in France, you will access it in francs, and then if you are in Philippines, you'll access it in pesos. If you are in Mexico, you'll also access it in Mexican pesos. Okay. If you are in Uganda, I'm not sure they use shillings. Yeah, you will access it in shillings. Okay. That is the only program that is still existing to this day. As for the rest of the programs that many people saw online, offline, they are no more. Now, if you want to trade Bitcoin, you can do it. My advice is do it yourself. Never ever join a third party, just like what took place in trading forex and etc. Many people invested much to third parties. But today, those third parties are no more. So do it yourself, direct, get a mentor who will coach you. Then you'll be doing the same thing. If the markets are promising, then your coach will advise you to log into your account and follow the pattern. Okay, because your account will be your account, not my account or your mentor's account. So you will access it, but with action you'll be doing the same thing. Good. Now let's go back to fiat currency. This is another one. Okay, many people trust fiat currency and trust the banks. Good, it's their choice anyway. But as for multitudes are no longer investing with the banks, there is a reason for that. I did mention that when I start the current system of money, it's collapsing. Okay, it's collapsing so bad. Now with your 1,000 rand, you'll inject it in fixed deposit, any bank, local banks. But after 12 months, by the way, how much will be your profit after their deductions? That's for you to find out. But what I can say is that it's less than 20 rands with only 1,000 rand. Okay. Now, people do not ask, where does that interest come from? It's not from the bank, it's from somewhere. Okay, but people do not ask that. 17 rands, maybe less than 20 rands in profits. Okay, from your 1,000 rand. Should you give that to your own child in our time? What's gonna happen is your own discretion. Okay, so the reason for me to share with you this today is because of what is happening currently. Many people are not aware. Some that they're not even aware the rate of a rand today equals to the dollar, equals to the pound, equals to a euro, you know. So now let's compare the two. Who is in control of the fiat currency? We all know the Reserve Bank. And who is in control of the Bitcoin, the first cryptocurrency? The people who are involved. There's no third party. Okay, if you recall the bartering system, people were in control, but in today's life, wow, things are different. I would say things are different because many, they prefer it that way. But as for the other multitudes that I've already mentioned, they do not prefer it that way. That is why they've made a move. Okay. Now, prepare yourselves, guys. I'm not saying wait and prepare yourself. But what I'm trying to say, expect the unexpected. You go to YouTube today and then listen to Robert Kiyosaki on the latest about the collapse. Then you'll get the full scope about what is happening currently, right? Last part one before I end this live stream, okay? When one takes a back seat, then there's going to be a problem. I hear some, they used to say, to be born poor, it's not your problem. But to die poor, then you are to be blamed. I don't know, how can you put it, or what do you say about that? But myself, I would say to you, the reason why we have guys who are giving out coaching online, offline, if you can check on YouTube, Facebook, you will see that there are not many, there are quite few, but there is a reason for that. Some they tend to say coaches or coacher or whoever, those who are doing a coaching are the same with those who are mentoring. No, a mentor is different from a coach, okay? So we are creating an awareness about the surrounding of the world that is affecting us, okay? It is not, we are not talking about politics, but we are creating an awareness. There'll be a moment where we'll be sharing about politics, of course, because at the end of the day, they are affecting everyone. Good. So, we have a youth, we have the middle age, we have advanced age, we have advanced age. So now, when I go online, I forever see elderly people who are busy with networking, investments, and etc. But here's the question. Are you involving your children in those things? Because they should be active instead of you online. Because if an elderly person is busy running up and down after the investments, programs, and whether it's raining, whether it's cold, and instead of the young ones running, advancing, preparing themselves for the new world, but it's not happening the way. It's the other way around. Okay. Our children today, especially youth, they are so ignorant. Only few. They are trapped into the current system of things. They need someone to come and coach them, because what many are after, it does not belong to them. It belongs to other families who stood up and created what we see today: infrastructure, investments, banking system. It was other families. What are you preparing for the future of your children or youth? Nothing. Now, these coaching, right? These coachings, they are helping many to understand that in a true sense, to fight for what is not yours, wow, that's not a right direction. It's a wrong direction, because the same people who are in control of this world today, where do they come from exactly? From another planet, or maybe from the same planet that we are living in? When there are announcements in a radio station, TV station, and other multimedias about the upcoming downsizing, retrenchments, we tend to see many admissions at the hospitals, also in dispensaries, medical debt, chemists. We tend to see the high purchase of stress, suppressed stress, medications. That business tend to sky high, because it's like people, they were told that you are going to die, so they they don't know what to do, because they don't have a plan. So they can't think of anything except relying to someone's business. All these companies that people are being employed, it is not theirs, it's someone's corporation. When are people going to stand up and establish their own infrastructure? You see where the problem is. So that's where the problem is. Now, then on the other side, we're looking at the self-employed. The self-employed are making a huge difference. That's what we're talking about. I'll advise you to go and get a book by the late Professor Chika Onyeani, The Capitalist Nigger. Reread it again. Don't judge a book by its cover. See what's inside. Because if our people are not told straight to their face, they won't learn, they won't change. Go and read that book. But some, they know what I'm talking about. After I went through that material by the professor, I had to reconstruct my temper to this day. Things that I managed to survive and do, I never managed to do them when I was under someone's corporation. There might be some slowdown in the economy, but I can still survive. You look at other worlds where a percentage of employment is the lowest, but go there and check their economy, you'll be shocked. Because the only way that the government of those jungles managed to do is to create something like cooperatives, allowed free market society without any boundaries. That's where I was in Southeast Asia and other places. So guys, yeah, that's all I wanted to share with you, and there is more, but due to our limited time here, I'm gonna have to say goodbye. And from the Republic of South Africa, my name is Lawrence Butana Maluleke, and I thank you all to be here with us today and share this wonderful information. I will forever coach you guys, because I did from 2016. I did even before that, but the impact, it was when I started sharing online, not offline, with many of you. Okay, guys, from Asia, Europe, Africa, I will say thank you again. Go and check Kiyosaki. Also check the Professor Chika Onyeani, Capitalist Nigger. Then in our next live, we will be sharing much. Thanks. Bye.